dynamic combat. Morgan, you were up there with the LucasArts guys going through, the game, and you're also a big fan of WoW. Do you see this as a major transition in terms of MMOs?
I wouldn't necessarily give it a major shift in interactive entertainment. What they've really done is made something amazing out of a familiar genre. I mean, when I was playing this game, it's an MMO. Like, if you've played an MMO before, like, you've got your skills bar on the bottom and you're clicking stuff that's going on. I mean, this is not something... And you have your more traditional roles. You have your your tank, and you have your DPS, and you have your healer, and you have basically a mage healer character. So I wouldn't say that it has reinvented a genre, but the fact that it is fully voiced makes an MMO, I think, a lot more palatable to a lot of people and more feeling like an actual game that they understand.
Patrick, obviously Star Wars is probably one of the most powerful licenses out there. Do you think, obviously there was an attempt with Galaxies that did not exactly have that widespread success. Do you think that, with this sort of new reboot, using BioWare and their skill, that this does become a viable contender to World of Warcraft in a business sense?
I think if anyone had the tools set to do that, they do with the Old Republic. So, and we'll be curious, I think, is when we see Blizzard, I mean, they can put off announcing their new game for a long time. When they get around to announcing the new game, that's when you know that they need to transition to something new. So we'll see after the Old Republic comes out. When we start hearing about Blizzard's new game, that's when we know that they're paying attention.
Now, Abby, you're a little more like me. We don't do the MMOs that much. No. Obviously, there is a great deal of effort on BioWare's part to try to have some of that Mass Effect quality that might intrigue you or I who love their single-player efforts. Do you think that it's making it more alluring for you?
Absolutely. Just knowing that I can choose any one of the classes in the game and then I can play through essentially by myself, or I can join in the fun with everybody, because I feel a little left out sometimes when everybody's, telling their Warcraft stories.
I mean, it's like when Patrick's talking about Lost.
Yeah,
it's like,
and I'm
okay,
completely lost.
Top Chef or something.
Yeah, right. So, no, I think that's great, and I would love to be able to do something where I have that choice. Mm-hmm. And I want to see more trailers that just blow my mind like that one, too.
I honestly, the company, I believe Blur does those trailers.
They're fantastic.
I just want a full movie of that. That is just heart beating. One of the things they were also talking about is the level of personalization that you can give a character, and I think that, in conjunction with the Star Wars universe, because, I mean, we all know what the smuggler really represents. We all know what the bounty hunter really represents, and you can kind of have your own awesome Boba Fettish, type.
Fetish.
Look at that. I did a call out to AOTS.
Wow.
Look at me.
I don't know what that is. I want to find out.
No, but I mean, that is something that that really shows its age with WoW, is that the character customization is, you've got like 10 faces to choose from. You don't have a lot of choice. Something else that WoW does very poorly is really teach you about the game. So to really get into WoW, you need to do hours and hours of research on these third-party sites, because it never tells you about battlegrounds and dungeons and raids and any of these things. You have to learn this on your own. And if this game is able to really teach people that in an organic way, they are going to blow WoW out of the water.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's go from one